Hey howdy YouTube, Tommy Tallarico. That's the name of the guy who did the music. Told you I'd figure it out. A little behind the scenes, I totally remembered it the second I finished recording that first part 1 here. So, welcome back to TonyBlue Plays Through MDK, Part 2. We are all about rhyming and assonance. So, as you can see, things have changed. We are now in a very different looking level. While this is not my favorite level of the game in terms of gameplay, this is my favorite level in terms of artistic direction. They do a lot of really cool stuff with reflections. And oh god, there's a elite thing. This thing shoots missiles, which actually look like tiny triangles. Screw you, guy. I don't believe that's the first time I've ever killed that thing without getting hit. I'm awesome at this game. Oh, shut up. Oh, that's right, a fighter flies through the tunnel there. This does also have my favorite loading transitions in this form of these luge tunnels. Whee! And as the frame rate comes to a screeching halt, we enter the next level. So this is kind of interesting. We have, oh Jesus, giant cannons doing target practice on, oh god, excuse me, doing target practice on what appear to be paper cutouts of humans. So we're going to strafe along, try to dodge this. We're going to fail briefly. Never you fear, for Kurt is on the case. Boom. It feels awesome. I'm sorry, I assume that you just asked what does it feel like to be such a badass. Candy. So the candy replaces your health 1 HP at a time, but only up to 100. The only thing that can get you past 100 health are the 150% runaway guys. So these guys are pretty funny as they beckon me to moon them. But I am in no mooning mood. See ya! And what do I get in return? Another smallest nuclear explosion. I gotta say, these things are in high stock. They seem to be everywhere. It makes me curious about the economic state of the world, when apparently anybody can get their hands on a piece of expensive equipment such as that. So, whoop, sorry. So this is something I meant to mention in my last vid, and it's something that I mentioned in my Colony Wars video. I love in-game storytelling, and just things that add flavor. Just having this, you know, 4-man character directing these guys around is just, you don't need to narrate that. You don't need to spell that out for me, and I certainly don't need a cutscene for it. Just let me blast this guy's face off. Unless he's more powerful, which I forgot about. Gone. I always like the animation on these guys, too. Very satisfying. Whee! The animation of the missiles, maybe not so much. Sliding! So you can see, you move from area to area pretty quick. This game definitely feeds it to you in chunks. Which is fine with me. You get just enough time to get used to an environment, see everything that it has to offer, and you just go from there. And the cannons will pop in to load. And this is a very uneventful part of the level here. Guys do spawn over there, but they get blown up constantly. So, not really a whole lot in terms of fighting them, but we'll take that guy's face off. There is a secret level over here, but I'm nervous about doing it because I want to say that there's like an order. Ah, screw it. Yep. Okay. I want to say it's left, right, left, left. But that's several years of not playing this. Moment of truth. Oh, no. Oh, we're screwed. Alright, so there is this hint on the wall. That picture right there is the portrait of the level 3 boss. Oh, shoot. So maybe it's right, left, right, right. In which case... Okay. It's level 4. Doesn't make two rights, right? Oh no, this is a problem, folks, because if we can't get out of here, I'm going to be stuck in a loop forever. Alright, so I know that right will... It was that guy again. So let's go left. And we get the level 1 guy. So that maybe that reset the pattern. Alright, we're going to try right, left, right, right. I'm going to try to do it without losing all my health. Come on, baby. Oh, son of a bitch. Alright. Well. We're a bit screwed. Oh. I know I shouldn't have gone this way. I know I shouldn't have done it. Okay. Let's see if we can think our way through this. And if not, I don't know what the hell that is. That's nothing. This one. Alright, well, I have forgotten completely how to get through this. I have no idea where in the sequence I am anymore. Because we keep ending up back in this room and none of it's going. So, tell you what. We're going to take a quick break here. I'm going to look up the solution to this, and I'll be right back with you. So, in the words of the professor, good news, everyone! I couldn't figure it out. There is nothing online, as there used to be, to explain what the hell you're supposed to do there. I know that there's a pattern, but whatever. So, fortunately, there is a level select code, so we are back in the game here. So we're going to fire this gun a few times. Now, if you're like me, you're going to want to know what the hell just happened there. I did happen to watch a PC version of that particular area, and what happens is that by shooting the cannon over and over, it actually launches it backwards and out a window, which leads into this area. This being the PS1 version, clearly they had to make some changes to that. Although I wish it was more clear, because to me it looks like just, oh, magic. The reason is magic. So we're going to get our platform on here. Ooh, can you say perfect run? I can. So, as I was saying earlier, this is one of my favorite, if not my favorite level visually, one of my favorite levels on a visual aspect. And you're about to see why. So, this is an early preview of why I enjoy this level as visually as I do. Because it has this awesome reflection stuff going on here. Now, yes, I understand they're not real reflections, and it's basically using a kind of a live masking technique to pull it off. But I gotta tell you, as a kid, seeing that, I thought it looked amazing. It's like photorealistic, and oh my god, the PS1's making my mind blow. Or is blowing my mind. I'm so impressed I've lost the ability to form a cognitive statement with proper grammar. Also, it's made me from the South, apparently. Boom. That guy's dead. We can continue. Man, I gotta tell you, totally mucking up the flow of this, video has made me significantly better at this game all of a sudden. Oh, so I believe this next section is kind of where I really was just kind of like, whoa, this looks so cool. Although I gotta say, the PC version of this game looks really awesome. Like, all of this looks totally different. just the loading area looks totally different. So, yeah, so check this out. Like, all these super crazy reflections on everything. Which, yeah, okay, so today it hurts my eyes, but the first time I saw this, like, imagine being a kid, you know, it's like 1998, maybe, 97, 98, and you're seeing that kind of reflection technique being used, and not really realizing it's not really a reflection, but it didn't matter. Like, it was enough. And yeah, that kind of changed your perspective of things. Now this part I don't remember quite as well as to where I get the world's smallest nuclear explosion, but I'm sure we'll find it. There's another one of those elite sentries hanging out around here. I just killed one. You saw me circle strafe him to death. You know, so some super chain gun. Yeah. Oh, I also really like this for some reason. Watching these guys fly a little formation around this thing. You cannot shoot them. Okay, well, I'm not gonna make a claim that I don't know the exact answer to, but as far as I can tell, you cannot shoot those guys down. Maybe in the PC version you can. Who knows? But right now, not an option. Oh, there's that other guy. Walked right past him. I'll call it some more fighters, apparently. Oh, no. So the dummy decoy, pretty self-explanatory as far as what that does. You throw that out there, enemy shoot at that instead of you for a while. Now where is that pickup? So I'm pretty sure it shows up once you take out the 2 sentries. Ooh, man. Yeah. Alright, so definitely a bit more confusing than it was as a kid. I still think it looks pretty cool though. I like it as a solution. I should mention I have smoothing turned off. Smoothing tends to cause lag, I've noticed, on the PS1 stuff. Not all of them. But I am willing to say that the track and field play was not entirely my fault. Most of it was, but there's definitely some latency stuff going on. And I know that there's precedent for it because the Sonic... There we go. The Sonic Ultimate Genesis Collection, also for PS3. One is... suffers from... it suffers from terrible lag if you're playing on an HDTV, such as the one that I am playing on. It's even worse if you turn on the smoothing mode for it. I'm not sure why. It is taking twice as long to process the image, I imagine, because it's blending frames. But, or blending colors at least. So, I guess that is a process that's really hard to pull off on 16-bit for some reason, and it causes the PS3, a processing powerhouse, to panic. But whatever the reason, I'm playing without smoothing for the sake of hoping that this will play smoother. Although that's sad. This game already doesn't have a great frame rate. Oh, I missed my ride. Now I gotta wait for another one. There's something falling out there. I'll end up there soon enough. Oh, damn it. Alright, I'm going to hang out here. Also in the PC version, Kurt has a waiting animation of him turning around, and you actually see his face. You never see his face in this version. So this is kind of a fun little bit. Specifically on these guys, when you shoot them, they bounce around. And you can actually knock them off the platforms completely instead of killing them. Doesn't always work, but... Oh! And then a tunnel appears out of nowhere. Man. You see, this is always the problem with going back. Like, you kind of can't. It doesn't always work. In this case, this game has not aged well, really at all. But I still love it to death, but... Man, yeah, seeing that stuff now definitely changes your perspective of it. So here's our next boss. This gross, oblong, opulent bureaucrat type. There are no tricks to beating this guy as far as I can tell. You just gotta fight dudes, and then he'll show up. Actually, we're gonna hold off on that for a while. So first you get this giant ship. This thing sucks because it drops giant boulders on the field, and the boulders are homing. That's right, this game features sentient rocks. And that to me is terrifying. Oh, there he is! So I love that about this guy is that after shooting for so long, he just like leaps up in a fountain of green ooze. Which, if you think about it, is pretty violent, but also pretty comical at the same time. So it's okay. Oh, jeez. Remember that, kids. Violence is okay as long as it's funny. Oh, man. It's just, this guy will totally keep loading in more and more guys. Take a chunk of health off. Ah, screw it, at the end of the level anyway. We got him. Uh-oh. Do we have a glitch? I think we do. Because what's supposed to happen is he's supposed to... all the other guys blow up, and then his head gets all big, and then he explodes. But I killed him with a grenade, which blew him up, apparently, and has ruined everything. Oh, this has been one hell of an episode. I'm very happy with this one. So, I'm just going to pause this. I'm going to just leave it here on this texture fading away. This polygon getting all sorts of messed up. Look at that ground texture. And that's going to do it for part 2. I'm going to have to level select my way out of here. Just let the record show, I did beat that boss. It does just go back into the same tunnel sequence as you saw at the end of the first level. So, that's going to do it. Stay tuned for part 3.